All right. Round 2. I'm not even gonna pretend like we didn't, like something didn't break. This
Something
is
totally
Resident
broke.
Evil. This is Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Yeah,
Time,
that's
yeah,
what
time it sounded a little better.
that's what that guy said. All right, so Resident Evil Revelations 2.
It's a video game. It's episodic this time. There's gonna be 4 of them.
I have no idea what Resident Evil Revelations really even is. I know it came out.
I mean, it's like a weird side story.
So it's Resident Evil Gaiden.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gaiden means side story.
But yeah, so it's like a weird. I like. If the production budget for this game was higher, they probably could have just called it Resident Evil 7. Honestly.
Yeah, why would they want to do that?
Because Resident Evil 6 was so good.
Bioterror.
Dude on the left looks like super confused there.
He's like, Bioterror. Well, to be fair, that's the face of everybody after they played Resident Evil 6.
That's fair.
And who are you supposed to trust?
This guy, he's asking the hard-hitting questions.
Sell their souls for a
Who
few
are you
folks.
supposed to trust?
CEOs
You're supposed to trust anyone with a black bar over their eyes.
That's right. If your face has to be censored, you
We're
need to be
above
trusted.
the politics, always watching, always ready to face the threat head on. We are the unflinching mob.
I really like the run animation on that lead guy.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that said unflinching mob until you pointed it out. I thought it said mob.
Nope. How long do you think it took them to line that shot up?
Because Terr
Far too long.
doesn't have to end with a
Oh, I just this is a great thumbs up in that video too.
Hey guys.
This looks like the most uptight party. It really does. Like,
I know, and it's for like a weird, like, essentially a FEMA-esque organization.
because everyone knows that FEMA has like hors d'oeuvres and like bottles of champagne.
Dai Sato from Story Writers. That is a great company name.
I'll go work for a company called Story
Reporting for
Writers.
duty, Ms. Redfield. When do the hazing start?
Cut it out. We've been friends for how
So yeah, I
long?
mentioned this when
Long
you
enough
got
that I'm allowed to
disconnected
give you
that first
shit.
time, but I never looked to see if the Shinji Mikami was a different Shinji Mikami. And the only theory I have is if it is the same one, it's because there's some levels from older Resident Evil games in the raid mode in this game.
That's
Which is
fair.
kind of like Mercenaries.
What? The new
And
virus?
Capcom seems like the cynical company that would
Come
put
on.
his name on it just
You know
because they
Tricel's
could.
history, right?
You know, that absolutely makes
Hello?
sense.
But it probably actually isn't him. I can't imagine it being him.
Hey, that Barry Burton's girl?
Yep. Moira started today. But you've got to be careful if you're going to mention
Her
her.
and her dad? Oh yeah, emotional minefield.
Okay.
I'm
homework.
totally gonna
What
walk
other
onto that
horrible
emotional
invasions of
minefield,
privacy
bruh.
have you gotten there?
Hey, I gotta look out for Terra safe. We have our enemies.
Pretty sure that this sounds like
Anyway.
Yuri Lowenthal.
Good luck breaking her in.
Yeah, a little bit.
She's not a horse.
She's not a horse?
Hashtag not a horse. Let's get it trending on social media.
Every horse I've ever seen can text like that.
What'd he do this time?
Fucking Barry. Every time I ask him anything, he pushes back. I wouldn't even be here if I
It's like
listened
sign number one that you don't have a good relationship when you're with your father is when you call him by his first name.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I was like par for the course. This isn't ominous whatsoever.
It goes real bad for them. Oh no, a Call of Duty game is invading Resident Evil.
Didn't that already happen?
Burn, 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 burn. I mean, Chris is basically a Call of Duty man.
Yeah.
Except for he can punch boulders like 1,000 times better.
Call of Duty is going on that boulder punching tech if they want to keep up in this new world.
Claire Redfield, you're coming with us.
No! There must be some kind of...
Yasuhiro Ampo. I like Ampo. That's a good name.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. So yeah, since this is episodic, like most of this game's story is a lot of setup stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That I think works pretty well. Like, I actually really like the format.
So you said there are going to be 4 episodes of this?
Yeah, 4 episodes of this story arc, and then I guess they have 2, what they're just calling extra episodes. Which is the way they price this game out is kind of confusing. I think I'll get all 6 episodes in total because I bought the $25 complete season.
Okay.
But there's also like a $40 like super deluxe complete season or something. And I don't actually know what that gets you extra. I think you get like costumes for raid mode, and you play like Wesker in raid mode and stuff. But then there was also digital pre-order bonuses for pre-ordering it on PSN. So Lord only knows what I'll actually get by the time this is all said and done.
I imagine you're just gonna get like.
I think it'll just be like this. At most, it'll be like the 6 episodes, and then the pre-order bonuses I got, which is like I could play as Hunk in raid mode, and I got a throwback raid map pack, which has stuff from I think RE5.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
What in a moist barrel of
Yeah, that's right.
What in a moist barrel of fucks is my new official favorite phrase.
Just said that as your text tone.
If only Claire didn't interrupt her. Yo, we gotta escape from this facility. This is not a Resident Evil game. We're not escaping from facilities.
I should also point out now that there's some weird editing stuff because I had to capture directly from the PS4. It only lets me do it 15 minutes at a time, and then I have to start a new recording. So there will be a point halfway through this where there's like a weird jump cut, and also the endings of these videos are not going to be like flow particularly well, I guess, because it's just kind of like, well, I have this 30 minutes of footage. I don't want to make the YouTube videos much longer than that.
Yeah.
So, apologies in advance. But also shimmy along this wall. This game actually looks a lot better than I expected. Like, the early videos on YouTube and stuff didn't do it a lot of justice. I mean, it's not an amazing looking game, but it looks pretty nice in person, and it runs at 60 frames a second most of the time.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
When you get outside, it kind of tanks.
Is there someone else in here?
Also, we get to see how fun it is watching me play a game where I super obsessive compulsively check like every corner for shinies.
I mean, you're playing Resident Evil. That's how you do it. Oh, look at that knife, though.
Handy. Guess I'm on night duty.
As if Claire couldn't hold
a
flashlight at the same time.
Big Boss could hold a freaking pistol in at the same time. What you got, Claire? Can't even hold a flashlight?
And Claire's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
Like...
I think there's a way through on the other side of the glass.
She just punched the glass. Like, she didn't even use the knife, really.
She used the back end of the knife. It just didn't look like it.
It looked like she punched it.
At least it was better than my first thought when I saw it, which was, is she just going to slice this glass with this knife and it's going to work? At least they put some effort into it.
I mean, I would have been okay with her cutting the glass. That would have been pretty dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look. Blood on the floor.
It's equal to 50-cent blood in the sand.
Yes. Oh, man. Hey, Claire, hit that big-ass ramp.
Give me a hand, Moira.
It's really funny because, like, it seemingly has some of the annoying co-op stuff that RE5 had, but then they barely make you ever use it, really.
Stand back.
This is by far the sneakiest escape attempt I've ever seen.
Until spookiness.
Oh no!
Slash, slash, slash. That's the other thing you'll get to see a lot of in this playthrough is me knifing people more than I have to about 100% of the time. Until I finally realize what the telltale sign is of them, of like a creature actually dying is, I will run up and knife a body multiple times.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
That was close.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like, the physics of this shelf pushing don't make a whole lot of sense.
No, they really don't. It's like
Claire
would have tipped that over easy.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's gonna kill her!
Yep, probably.
Yeah, I mean,
Hurry.
that zombie was hella fast.
And watch as I now ignore it to be like, alright, what's in these boxes? Oh, green herb, alright. Don't worry, I will save you with this green herb once I get over there, but I have to do stuff.
There's another green herb right there. Like, you could save her with double the green herb. I always wondered how they crafted the herbs into, like, sprays so easily. It's just like, yeah, man, I don't know, I got this plant and I just sprayed it on myself.
Turns out that this leaf just had an aerosol dispenser on it. I don't know.
I think that's like the true story of Resident Evil. Like, plants don't really have like nozzles.
If we're going for the actual mechanics, I imagine if they were to explain it to you, it'd be they grind it up and put it into like some sort of portable aerosol thing they already have on them. In RE6, it was even weirder because it was like you were crafting tablets of green herb from when you'd get a green herb, you could craft like 6 tablets or whatever it was, and then you'd use them to restore 1 health pip.
Gina.
Huh.
Oh yeah, also Gina. Not doing well.
The animal eyes.
The animal eyes.
Oh god. Did you know her?
Nah, not really.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's with Terr.
maybe we caught like a glimpse of her name in that notebook, but other than that, I mean, she's kind of a stranger to me. She has glasses though, so I suppose she would probably.
We need to find a way through.
A locked door in a Resident Evil game.
At some point, not covered in blood.
What kind of whack job would...
Oh, look how easy it is to get these keys. I bet this won't go bad.
Almost got it. No!
Well, that blows.
I agree, Moira. Moira seems to be kind of a love it or hate it character. Like, some people seem to be rubbed really the wrong way by her dialogue. I don't mind it too much.
Yeah.
Although, moist barrel of fucks is maybe the worst line ever, but is also the best line.
I don't even know how you could call it the worst.
In Revelations 1, there was a character who at some point just yelled, "That would be tits." So...
Would it have been tits? This is the important question we have to ask.
I forget. Yeah, it's been a while since I played the first one. I don't remember many of the characters in that game being very likable either.
I mean, really, in Resident Evil, are there all that many likable characters in the first place? Like,
well, you've got
there's Rookie Cop Leon Kennedy, and that's about it.
Claire's fine, Chris is fine, Jill's fine.
But I mean, like, they've taken the characters through such weird arcs at this point that, like, are they even like truly likable? Like, Rookie Cop Leon Kennedy is just all crazy emo at sometimes.
It's all the support characters that really fail to do stuff most of the time. Like Piers from Resident Evil 6 is like just oh man, I missed an emblem there.
Yeah,
he's totally just a barrel of nothing. Sheva was okay. I like Sheva.
Yeah, she wasn't bad.
The key's gone.
Jake Mueller from RE6 was not very good.
Are you gonna use that? It's more reliable than any person.
Then you have like Ashley. Ashley was the greatest. Leon, help me!
The key must have shook loose when the body fell.
No.
It could be anywhere. It's too dark to see. Shine the light around.
Sweet jump.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, that's
Alright, so now we are playing as Flashlight Girl.
That's right. So, yeah.
Hey, Moira, Flash Claire.
There are times when you can switch between them.
You think it might have snagged on something on the way down?
It kind of forces you to do a thing. Thank God Claire actually has that little piece of dialogue, like maybe it got caught on something, or else I would have been.
It's out of reach.
Let
me try shooting it down.
10 minutes.
That is the least probable thing I've ever seen.
It's fine.
As if it's like not totally obvious that they're being watched by now.
Watch out!
Yeah, do this speedrun as kids.
Yeah, later on you can unlock a skill that
Oh, he's got a wrench.
Yeah, but hold on though, I need to go make sure they're alive.
Run, Moira! Run!
Sorry Moira, you're already dead.
So I believe that the secondary character, the character not died, I haven't seen it yet.
It's like, alright, I'm gonna climb this ladder. There's a bunch of zombies, but first let me like spray this move on me.
Let's double back and try the key.
Like 15 minutes in, get fine.
I think at some point I go to the pause menu to figure out how to use my knife. Because I was like, well, yep, here it is. I'm a prophet. I'm like, because it changes in like every Resident Evil game how to use the knife.
What was it in 4? It was like the left trigger plus A or something.
So in this one, you can actually, as long as you're not aiming your weapon, you can just hit the right trigger and it'll just do it. Which I didn't realize.
They got the sick jukes.
Yeah.
Fair beast mode.
I find that they work better in this game than they did in Revelations 1 because they have the same mechanic, but they seem more consistent.
Poor guy just slicing his fine.
Hey, he attacked.
No, he tried to attack you, and then he just stood there while you shot him in the back of the head. Not very pleased.
Like I said, I was very particular to make sure that these things were good.
Got double tap him. 6 knives also works.
I was actually kind of impressed with the video quality of the straight up PS4 captured video.
Yeah.
At some point I stopped doing that. I don't remember how long it was. Yep, still dead.
For now.
Hey,
That was convenient. Oh man, we opened this door. There's a shotgun there.
You need a gun too, Moira.
And this box blocking the door?
No, I really,
So-
really don't. Sorry, I don't do firearms.
let's see. I
Not
can't
after
remember
what
how quickly this happens. There's a line
I'm
of dialogue I
sorry.
find extremely incongruous with Moira being like,
Maybe we can
"I
find
want
something else."
firearms."
No, I'll just be on flashlight duty or something. It's fine.
Shiny.
Yep.
Shinies all
you
over.
You have to shine the shinies. to collect them. This is another thing that had a similar mechanic in
there's something
Revelations
shiny
1 where you
there,
had
but
a little
I can't make it
scanner
out.
you have to pull
Let me
out
hit it with
to
a
scan
flashlight.
things to pick them up. Yeah.
Nice.
Blunt weapon. She can beat somebody over the head with a
weapons.
blunt weapon. She can't shoot them.
Okay.
One of those seems far more violent and disturbing to me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously hitting someone over the head with a blunt weapon is much nicer.
Mm-hmm. You can also use it.
I don't know, man. I don't know that I would call crowbars like blunt weapons. Like, they're pretty pointy.
Claire, you saw that, right?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw something.
Shiny. Switch to make it. Switch to get shiny.
You should not have to shine a shiny handgun ammo.
Yeah, it's a little silly.
It's a little
weird. I enjoy that like they've been using the same box, like breakable box model for like a ton of the games.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it helps because you know which boxes are breakable.
It seems like there's an area. This is an area where there's going to be about 50 dudes.
I think this was one of the first areas they showed gameplay of. It was. This game got announced, and then I think the Xbox website accidentally leaked shots of it, prevent their game.
What? Who the fuck is quoting poetry?
Hate poetry.
Are you
Don't quote it at me.
You can tell me. Talk to me.
So it's
What
really
are you
cool. This
talking about?
lady's voice comes out of the DualShock also.
Those bracelets change color in response to fear.
Hey, can you guess
And who exactly are
what
you?
happens with the light bar?
It probably changes color in response to fear.
Good job.
You don't even know it to be afraid
Yeah, they do
of
some cool
yet.
stuff in controller.
You know what they should do? What I would have done
talking to us
is I would
or
have
at
made sure you had a microphone plugged in, and then whenever you're like,
This
"Oh
looks
shit,"
like a way out.
it turns like red.
That's right. Let's get the Nintendo Vitality Center back. Dig that out of the mothballs.
Yes.
Hook up a Wii remote to your PS4.
Then you can have 2 speakers.
Fucking technology.
Oh yeah, we gotta find gears.
I fucking hate computers. Moira is basically the main character from Prototype 2.
What is?
It's a spinning thing with the blades on it. They're just not active right now.
Dude, what is the point of those? I guess they would be useful against zombies, but any human would just be like, yeah.
Yes.
Except from Kafka's In the Penal Colony.
So yeah.
Oh, this is Destiny. The Traveler said this thing.
Oh, stop. Shut up about Destiny.
No.
But yeah, it seems like the main bad guy character girl seems
that
to
looks
be way
comfy.
too Kafka.
Bad
Yeah,
guy character
let's take
girl.
one home.
Look at this machine. There's something stuck in it. It's
It is
not
very
working.
obviously
cog?
that cog.
The power must be off.
So
Maybe
yeah,
there's a
this
switch?
game has a mechanic where if you get hit by a strong enough attack, you'll start bleeding and you can't run or anything, and then you can use tourniquets to stop it. I also think it'll just go away on its own eventually.
Can you just lay still on the ground for a second?
You don't even have to lay still. It'll still, like, I've had it heal when I was just running.
Well, like in MGS1, you can just like lay down.
Go lie down. So yeah, and the system from Revelations 1 comes back as well, where you get gun parts that you can put to your guns to do stuff.
Claire, you're real good at climbing ladders.
I think that most of the people in the Resident Evil series are pretty much climbing all-stars at this point. Think of how many ladders Leon had to both climb, kick, and then put back up in Resident Evil 4.
That's true.
He is pretty much a ladder aficionado.
Ricky Copliana's Kennedy is
Moira,
Ladder Master.
I'll give you a boost. See if you can climb up.
Okay.
I got a little weirded out for a second there when it was like, hey, you're playing as Moira now.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this unlocking minigame took me a couple extra tries to figure out exactly what it was asking of me. So basically what happens is you want to have that cursor be yellow the whole time you're unlocking it.
Okay.
So you kind of have to like feather the trigger, and like you'll see when it actually unlocks, there's a circular area that you have to have been in to unlock it.
That makes sense.
It makes sense once you do it a couple times. That very first time, even with the explanation, was not super clear what they want. But I got this thing. I actually
Red
still
wing.
don't know. I don't know what that did. Like, I think it may have boosted my like available like ammo I could hold or something.
Yeah, that
but
would make sense.
It didn't show up in the inventory, so I was like, okay.
Claire, this way.
AI does a pretty good job of like when you are doing that type of stuff, or when a character goes off to go unlock a door or something, they'll usually have the other character walk their way to it, so you don't have to walk the whole way.
Maybe once we're
That's pretty
outside,
good.
we can find someone to help us.
It's a good touch. Once again, I'm like, move that thing. It's suspicious.
Invisible walls abound. And it's like, just one thing Resident Evil games do well, it is just making these places look not fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get out of here.
Yeah, I found that the actual like
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
detail and stuff was actually better than the character models in this game for the most part. I think. Environments.
Now, like, I understand that, like, the orchestra is probably, like, really, really well directed, and they spent a lot of time writing music that sounded creepy, but seriously, that violin sounded like I could have played it, and I don't know shit about violin.
Violins are hard.
Yeah. All you have to do for that is just, like, bow really, really fast on the highest string, like, really high up on the face. Whoa! Those ups though.
Yeah, he's got sick hops.
Is he wearing Jordans? Check his feet. I know he only has one Jordan.
See, just knives for good measure. You can never be too short.
He's only half a leg knife, but yeah.
Yeah, the string hits are maybe a little much.
Yeah.
At times.
Like, you can create tension without really high screechy strings, and this game seems to love the high screechy strings.
Hmm. So yeah, like I mentioned, the cutoff points for these videos is a little weird. We're coming up on the end of the first one here, but hopefully once I have a good capture solution for consoles, it'll not be an issue. But I believe I do unlock this box.
Could use your help.
Yes. You are the master of unlocking.
Let's see, is this a sweet cliffhanger? Do we get to see what is actually in the box?
Is it Gwen's head? Oh.
Spooky. There's parts. There's parts in the box. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for the first episode.
Alrighty.
We will see everybody later.
See ya.
Resident Evil.